I'm live. Here I am. My new office. That light's bright. Um, how's that? Better? Yeah. Guess that'll work a little better. It's Sunday, day of rest, and I'm not resting. I redid what's going to be my office, which is the back bedroom of the house. Broke down a lot of stuff, moved a lot of stuff, tore shelves apart, rebuilt shelves, and moved my desk from out on the sun porch into here. And I never realized this. This video camera has a long cord on it. It's like 7 feet long. Oops. Except for that's not the camera I'm using. Let me see what we can do about that. Edit? Nope. Maybe I can't do nothing about it. Settings. Nope. I can mute me, but I can't do nothing about the camera. I didn't set the camera. Thought I was going to use my webcam to show you around. I'll turn the laptop around a little. What I got is I got A1S, P1S here. The other one's running on this side of the room. The other one's going to go right here. Behind me, I got two minis. These are going to be equipped with AMS. What they're printing right now is the AMS stands so that they stand up vertical, take up less space on that small area. And then on this side, I got the P1S it's printing, but this is where two more AMS minis are going to go. Multicolor is going to be in this room. All single color will be up front in the sun porch. Some decisions have been made. Oh, I meant to show you some stuff. Found a new chess set. Hopefully you can see them. This sucker comes out detailed. That's the king. Excuse me. I have not stopped since about 5:30 this morning. That's the queen. It's shiny because of the sunlight, but it's really a matte finish. It's more of a matte finish than a bright, shiny plastic. That's the queen. So, guys, I'm going to keep this short. We're trying to have family supper tonight. We're going to start having family supper. We're going to have the kids over with our grandchildren on Sunday. I was supposed to smoke some meat, and it looks like my smoker is breaking down on me right now. Not sure what I can do about it. Lori's going to put it in the slow cooker and see if that'll help. And then we're going to try and have Sunday supper. If not, we'll go out to dinner. It's no big deal for me. There's not a whole lot going on today. I'm kind of in a holding pattern, print pattern, layout, design pattern. The one thing I did do, let me show you if I can, is I did finalize my label for my packaging. Let me just get it open. Back over here, share screen. I'm not really good with technology, guys, so if you want a real tech-savvy guy, you come to the wrong place. What happened? Share, window, share, share. Can you see it? No, I don't see it. I don't know what I did. Oh, well, I guess you don't get to see it. I don't know of any other way to open it. Share. Window. share. It says stop sharing, but it doesn't show it. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. There it goes. That's the label for the Chessmen. I bought the domain name 3D Chessmen because they're chess pieces. They're printed, 3D printed, and they are made in the USA. I really like this label. Took me about 20 minutes with AI. That is going to go on the front of the package, and then on the back of the package, there's going to be one sticker for suffocation and one for the ASIN for the item. But that's the front of the packaging for it. I'll start working on getting them printed off and onto the plastic bags. I can buy suffocation-proof bags with the holes in them from Uline. I don't have them. So the first ones will have a suffocation label on it. It's not the end of the world to me. There's not a whole lot going on. The one thing I want to talk about is Amazon. Ooh, I broke the king. I didn't notice that. It broke the king. I don't know if you can see it. Broke the point off of it. I don't know. I dropped it. That's probably when I broke it. I want to talk about Amazon and selling on Amazon. I've been asked a couple of times now. It feels like a lot of times because I don't have a lot of people coming in here. Am I going to? They want me to dive deeper into Amazon. This is not an Amazon. This was never meant to be how I sell on Amazon. This is a series of 30 days of how I started with no experience in 3D printing and where I end up in 30 days. I will mention Amazon selling, but since it seems like everybody's very interested in how I do it, I'm going to have a second series. I don't know when I'm going to run it yet. It'll probably be a weekly series on how I do Amazon. I may go live tonight and just tell my story and see how many people resonate with it. I'm going to talk mostly about how I sell on Amazon through that, how I came up with the 5-step process that I have now, the trials and tribulations over the years. And then from there, I'm going to go into each of the 5 steps and how it's going to relate to this series. I'm going to keep today kind of short because I'm kind of worried about dinner. I'm hoping to salvage it. I don't know that I can. It happens. You got to deal with things that happen. I'm sure this looks better with the sunlight coming in the window. I probably look better, clear or whatever. Not so dark, not so bright with the light shining off my bald ass head. But I can't see nothing because the sun's right in my eyes. I don't know how people do it that work on camera all day. All them bright lights and stuff. I'm getting there. I think I'm about a week from production. Production's going to be the chess pieces in volume. Right now, I'm still finding things I need to print. Like right now, I'm running those 2 stand-up for the AMS lights. They stand them up straight. The 4 reels fit on them real nice, and it takes up less footprint on the on the rack over there. Not that I need a lot of space to work over there. All this in here is prototype. This is my office, my creative area, my stuff. If you're friends with me on Facebook, jump over there. I made my granddaughter a castle box. The top opens up, except for they didn't have a pin. They said use a paper clip. I didn't have a paper clip, so my daughter's bringing one so we can put it together so the top opens and closes. That was a lot of fun to print. That's about all I got today. I'm working hard. I'm doing a lot of stuff, but there's really not a whole lot to talk about. I moved my big stand up desk in here. I broke up the shelf that was 6 feet tall over here with 6 printers. I had 4 printers, and I went to 6 printers. Now I got 2 printers on half of it, and 2 printers going on the other half of it over here. I made a little shelf where I'm going to put my filament, childhood games. I just mentioned Amazon. I'm may go live tonight, tell my story and how I got to where I am on Amazon, and have a separate series about Amazon. This series is just about 3D printing. I know you guys are very interested in the Amazon part of it and why I'm doing it the way I am. It does play a role into the 3D printing and why I'm doing 3D printing the way most people aren't. Most people are making 15 things and going to the flea market and selling, and then then they go a little bigger. They start making parts and they're selling parts. Nobody really targeting. I couldn't find any videos really targeting this type of manufacturing where you go, okay, I want to sell chess pieces on Amazon. For me to go to China, it costs this much. For me to set up and start 3D printing, it's this much. I can claim made in the USA, and that's cool. What you see there is the label for 3D Chessman. If you go to the .com, I have no idea where it's going to take you. I bought it. I have done nothing with it. That's just the label that's for the packaging. But I'd like to start a separate series about Amazon and how I sell on Amazon, because I don't think it belongs in the 3D printing series. This was a challenge to myself to go live for 30 days and talk about my 3D printing troubles and problems and successes and wins and the craziness I'm going through. You don't get to see behind the scenes of the closet that's just packed full of crap. The 6 printers sitting out on the sun porch waiting to be installed, but there's no electricity, so there's no sense in putting them together. You don't get to see all that behind the scenes. I do have a webcam that has like a 6 or 7 foot cable on it. I thought I had it set up, but I don't. Next time I will, so I can show you around a little more. I'll be able to show you more stuff. And that's just all that's going on. It's more about moving stuff than any decisions. The decisions all been made. Now it's just the blood, sweat, and tears of moving stuff around. I moved all the printers around. We have a plan laid out for how we're going to run the print shop out on the sun porch. I'm going to run the sun porch with an iPad and go from there. Guys, I got to go see if I can save dinner. God loves you. Lord knows I'm trying. Be good until next time. Watch for me to go live tonight. I can't promise. I got to see what my grandkids and how long they're here for, and we'll see what happens. All right, guys? God bless.